Hello everyone, I am Plan and I will today learn more about comics. I'm making a comic. And one question that came up was, one second. One question that came up was, which font should I use and how should I make the writing? And basically what I found out, so I tried to kind of like thumbnail this page too. Look how cool it looks. And look what mechanic will come. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. But I noticed that I never really looked so much under the font, and I thought it would be like upper and lowercase, but looking more closely, and FVN addict 35 consecutive streams, thanks so much, that's crazy. And Oblivion Child, thanks so much for subscribing, and cute avatar, and also thank you for being on Patreon, and thank you for being there. Okay, I cannot talk. Where were we? Right, so basically, I did not know that basically it's always like vertical. All caps, right? And then I made like a kind of quick research. Also like this here, I'm making like character sheets, kind of like turnarounds, trying to get like every pose down from the same character. I'm not the best with making the character look the same from every angle, so it's a great practice. And also because I'm not that good at that yet, I thought I will just make like all the characters different species and different colors, so like it's really like there cannot be like the problem where like two people are tigers and they look almost the same or something, right? Especially if like the face things change. So what I like kind of experimented with yesterday was like deciding on features, like tiny detail features, right? Like this character should have more like black eye thingies and always frowning, so like always smirks. And there is welcome. So yeah, then I tried and yeah, good morning. So yeah, consistency. I've also practicing faces a lot. I'm not sure if you can see it. I still struggle with like 3/4 views, but I think it's getting better bit by bit. For me, it's like I don't like have like one big technique that I do, because like all these things with like draw a circle and then add on things, it never worked for me because it always looked like this, right? Where it's like draw a circle and then like add something on. It's always too much construction for me. So like what I like to do is starting with the eyes, and then I have one thing I can kind of like build up upon. And kind of like just like in general things, right? Like the sphere. The sphere is doing like the deformation parts, right? But basically that is kind of like, I think for me is I don't have to draw in the sphere, but like for example like do like the brow line, or just think like, oh yeah, if he looks up it's a bit more like this, and if he looks down, or like the other way around, right? Kind of like this. It's like this line, or it's like this line. Or it's like more like this or something. But yeah, this is still like a really difficult thing for me. Right. But yeah, let's first look at fonts. What I noticed when doing it, I think what was the reason for my confusion was basically that it seems like English almost is always all in caps, but somehow in German, at least in older comics, but also some new ones, like Asterix and Donald Duck, there are upper lowercase. That's one thing. And the other thing is, they look really cheap, right? Like look at this. I think this looks like it's like inserted afterwards, right? And then I thought like, then someone told me Mr. Is like the conceptual says it sometimes. You did a nice eyes in the character. Thanks so much. Yes. It's important to like have the continuity, right? So like that's definitely a challenge with the comic. But it will be like useful for like all the commissions too. Also here I continue the commission again a bit. But I need to improve the legs a bit more. Also I'm really happy about this one. But yeah. Right. Then we have here, in the English one, it looks just like uppercase again. Then I found a Japanese one online. And I think that's a really good point, right? Because it's like, the boxes, I think, stay the same in every language. And because it's like written in, I think, French first, or like English, it's all horizontal, right? So the Japanese is also horizontal. And the exact same thing is with scanlations in the other way around, where the boxes are mostly vertical. And I guess like the text is more split up, because like it's hard to write like vertical in like English. But like my idea is basically like having like the middle ground of it, where it's like I could place the kanji characters here, but I can just like split the English one. So it's a bit of a form over function. Form over function. Or at least vertical shape. Over full sentences. And that's also the thing, because like I think if you have something like this, right, we can either have like this, or we can have this. But this one is better, I think, because it flows down, right? So because it's like this one is bigger. Bigger. I think this fits more. And I think also it's like fits to shape, plus feels more active, I think. Action. I call this one clouds. And I call this one raindrops. But I'm not sure like how other people think about it. But yeah, then here it's also like it looks really ugly, right? I think like it just looks like someone used like a word for it or something. So that's another reason to like, I want to like ugly, too much, like what? And then we have these ones here, which are both German. And that's like, this one is the most American. Most American. Very wide. And this one is very round. Totally. But it's still American, I would say. American feel. And then I think like this is too Western. for my comic. Maybe because of the width. And this one here is too soft, artistic for my comic. I think it reminds me of strawberry jam. Feeling. Does that make sense? But yeah. So what we need cool comic font, a bit sketchy, round, but not too much, and caps. So I think Studio comic font is relatively good already. A bit too uniform, and I think it kind of has like a bit of a, how it's called, heading feeling. Oh, 23 raiders from BFG streams. Thank you so much. And Mugik, welcome. Ice Wolf was doing my accent. Thank you so much, all the streamers from Ice Wolf and Ice Wolf, who is there right now. And thank you for always making my, like, doing my, like the impression of me. I feel always really charmed about that. I think I have a kind of like relatively distinct accent. I mean, like, it's also like kind of in my region, but also like I don't hear so many people speak that. So I'm always honored when I hear someone taking my funny accent, plan lapping. Yeah, thanks so much for all the new viewers here. And Ice. Yeah, it's also nice sending them to you, but you often stream before me. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well too. Look, I'm making a comic. Once again. Where do I have the first page? I have to like proudly show you my comic pages. So it's all a work in progress, so don't worry. But this is the first page. Ta-da! And the text is work in progress. And also, this is the third page. I don't have a second page yet. Ta-da! It's just like tests. And then I noticed I needed to like make like character sheets. So I've been trying to draw the characters in different angles while still trying to make them consistent. I'm working on that. Yes, I storyboarded first, but it's also a kind of like a thing where I go with the flow, because I'm not the best writer, but for my... Where's my storyboard? I think it's in here. So I wrote like the storyboard in like real life. So I just like got like some text ideas that I wrote down and some like thumbnails that I got down. But basically I'm really open to it, and because it's like, for me it's like I'm not that good at writing a story. So I think it's good to just jump right in and then see where it goes. Kind of like in those like Ghibli movies where they first like think about like this scene and this like disconnected and then they do the other stuff, right? So I'm thinking about that. So between like the wrestling part and the start part where he's like in a restaurant, he's like, we'll go to home and watch like the ad for the wrestling thingy, and then it's connected kind of. But yeah, I want to like finish this mid-September. Why mid-September? Why is it like I can do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, you do some after stream care. Yes, exactly. Eat, drink, recover. Yeah, I will keep going. Thanks for believing in my dream. Okay. Then... But yeah, thanks so much. And Mugi says, Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo. For me, it's already evening because I'm like in Europe. But I'm not sure like how it is for you. So maybe if you are like West America or something, then it's maybe morning only. So good morning or Ohayo. Guten Morgen. That is good, holy. Thanks so much. Yeah, like the last streamers stopped and like continued a bit, but what do you mean? Like these things or these things or these things? No, that's the commission. But I'm also working on this commission. This one here. I added some like post effects. I added like a light blur on the shading. But yeah. Oh, and of course, for printing, like the final page is somewhere between here. So it crops here. So like the empty space around it will be smaller. That's important for this part. It's important for this part because like when we don't see the rest of it, maybe it like reads not that good. But yeah, what I tried here is like to make as many things that make like the diagonal action readable as possible. And Shepard, watched 3 consecutive streams. Thanks so much. Oh, and the emotes are nice too. Nice to have you here. I feel honored. But yeah. Back to the font things. So I think the biggest lesson I learned today is basically I thought they used like upper and lowercase in comics, but I guess that's only a thing in like German Mickey Mouse comics somehow? Like also like in German Asterix comics, but it's like also only like the old comics because like these ones here, which are translated from English, I think there's a Lego comic, I'm not sure, and this one here, which is Nausicaa, and probably also all the manga that get translated, yeah, I can like look up for that, are all uppercase only. And you can see it here. I think this one looks really cheap, right? This one looks like someone like in an office computer made it with Word. The translation, right? So this is not what I'm going for. And it's also something that if I know that I'm not going for it, then I can instantly make it better. I think it's only like... Right, like this, right? Of course, like, I guess like it even takes a bit more place, but like I can later like adjust the things and just like write everything down. So right now, I think the closest one to the thing we need is just the standard Clip Studio comic regular. But it's a bit bigger than the one we had before, so maybe like... So maybe we just need to like make everything bigger here. So the thing with the reason with the like making the things a bit more a bit more vertical, like a bit like cut up off, is because I wanted to have the feeling that it was originally in Japanese and then like that it was originally in Japanese and then like someone scan-slated it. Is this called scan-slated it? like one is too small. Yeah, we can figure out like fitting this totally. Also, I read also it should be like at least size 8, which makes it bigger again, right? But I guess we can make it fit. Just have to scale it up a bit. I don't want to make the bubbles too big, but also I want to make it in A4 size, A5 size, right? Which is the smaller size of the two like common doujinshi sizes, I think. I'm not sure how it is in like Western comics, Western doujinshi, Western indie comics. Do they have a different format? Can look at that. But yeah. Yeah, I think this looks much more comic-y already, right? Like this one here looks kind of like unfinished. So I think I can just think for now that I use this like Clip Studio one. Oh, it's really big though. It looks almost like too much text, right? But I guess it's fine. If you like look at it from like afar, then it's still not much text, right? And there is like the rim. Like this rim is set to like only like have the like readable text here. But it's a really relatively big font though, right? So maybe I can find one that's a bit smaller. Like a bit like less high. Or can scrunch it down a bit like this. But then it's again like really vertical, right? We can find that out. Just take ideas. But yeah, thanks so much, Cyber, is here for saying like that is good. Holy. That's like really motivating. Okay. I think I have to do my best to do it. Right? Like, I think like for all the I'll go easy on ya. I'll go easy on ya. Yeah, I think it looks more professional already. With just like changing this one simple track. Thanks so much. Yeah, I think like the V music is good to like kind of like think about like, oh yeah, thinking time, and then you play the V music, then it's not just like scary. I think that's fun. Thanks for having me in this business opportunity. The thing is like, if I would write this in kanji, it would be so much easier. Oh, biceps flex, I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like in real life biceps flexing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ta-da! Also, hello, Pupin. Look. I'm working on the comic. I'm doing it. But yeah. This is like my revelation for today, right? Like finding out like, it's not always like this. It's more like this. Right. And then, look, the like English one, I'm not sure like how the original, oh, that's also a good idea. Asterix in French. Asterix in French, volume 1. That's maybe good for like learning French too, right? Asterix book in French. Sad that Serendip is not there today. Wait, I need to write him. So, how does it look in French? I think that's just like interesting. It's not that really important. What? It's also all caps in French? But why is it so weird in German then? Look, it looks so much better in French than in German. Yeah. So I'm not sure why like the... Oh,
Our gallows just followed.
Oh, thank you for following, Carlos. Also, like, I like the all thicker. Maybe it's just because of the different volumes, right? Like here it's more... Here it's more thin. Also this is like totally outing me as like a European. But yeah. Really interesting, right? So I think those are really close. Those are really close. And it's interesting here, right? Like, there's so much empty space because this wall is just too long. But yeah, I think my note for this will be... What happened to the German version? It's ugly. But yeah. Then what else is there? Yeah, I think like for like Korean too, I also preferred over German in general because you can like squish it more too, and also like because you can like fit it nicely into this here, right? Just like so long German words. But we decided we will go form over function in this, which is like, of course, like with the shape, but other things is function over form, right? Over form. Oh, Serendip is there. On the train to Hamburg. Please have a safe trip. Bon voyage. Gute Reise. And thriving dreamer will come. Other things function over form, like font, breed, the ability size, but as small as possible. I think like in general also, I don't like text hiding the good parts. Who cares about text? This is a furry muscle comic, not Shakespeare. Of course, like, I think I'm just like more not interested in text than other people. Yes. That's for today because it's kind of like funny, right? Also, for Serendip. Look, I looked up the French version and the Japanese version. And the English version and the German version, and I found out somehow the German version looks extremely bland and like Microsoft Office. I'm not sure why though. I'd like to know that though. Warum sind deutsche Comic... What is like German font? What is font in German? Comic Schriftarten so langweilig. Why are German comic fonts so bland? Right? It's also so German, right? But I would say like even like the like French one, I would say like the French one and the like English one, American ones are really close, right? So even like something like this where it's totally meant to be like English. But yeah. Someone I posted this to said like it looks like it's like translated or like scanslated. But this is how it's printed. Yeah. 700% on the trap. Yeehaw. So. Then Teruvi says, visual storytelling is more fun than text. It's part of the comic and go without text it should. Right. Of course, like text can a lot of like characterization, right? Like different people talk differently and have like kind of like text social quirks and stuff. Tilly says, French is a lovely language, but I love Quebec French, Canadian French. It's very sweet, cute and underrated, yes. A translation. Yes. Great. Translation, yes. So my next question is, how can I find my perfect font that is kind of close to the standard Clip Studio one, but maybe even more condensed and more easily readable? Carving Dreamer says, my roommate actually made a comic recently, and art professors told them less text is generally better. Yeah, I think so too, but I also don't care about text. And I think I don't trust professors. Maybe they will say, I should stop drawing, so will not listen to them. I think I would not survive art school. Segway print. I will test it, 1 second. So we have Es gefällt mir überhaupt nicht. Which is a weird sentence. It means something like I don't like it at all. And then Segue print. Yeah, the problem is, I can see the problem already, right? Like, the... Oh. So we needed all caps. Das gefällt mir überhaupt nicht. It's close. I do like it. True, but like, what I don't like is like that it has like these stops here with the B and the R here, right? But yeah. And I don't like the G either. But it's really good, right? It's like a good tip. Let's see how this looks like if I would use it somewhere here. Maybe just for this. It's a bit hard to read though, right? I mean, like, this is like not like... Oops. The new... Copy this in a new one. Can I like make it like all caps easily? All caps tool. Then delete yes, use sketch however you want. Plan you're unique when it comes to sketching cute muscular furries. Thanks so much. Yeah. I think I had good time sketching this out, but I need to like some time. Draw the full one, right? Yeah, I really don't like the bees at all. I like that I think it's easy to read, but it's a bit harder to read than this one, I think, somehow. Maybe because it's rounder. It's really close though. But this is still easy to read and a bit smaller. So before... whoops. Clips to the comic. Yeah, this is... I think this is still easy to read, right? If you like go like out here... I mean, both are fine. This one is thinner though, right? So it also looks good, but it's a bit too round. It's a bit too wedding invitation, but just a tiny bit, like 1%. And this is maybe a tiny bit too Western comic and a bit too upright. Maybe if I make it bold. This is also like a bold one, right? So either this, right? But it is now it's really close, right? So like it's really good, but like I don't like how some things look, like the R and the B. I don't like how the B looks. It looks kind of fake. Before, after, before, after. Yeah, I think like also like the space between the letters is a bit like more, so it's a bit harder to read where the ends of text is. And here it's a bit easier, right? I think it's still good though, so definitely I'll remember that. And we write it down here, right? So... one bold. And we can also like use like... Segue print bold. then we have, I think those are, this is the best one yet. Oh, and we should like do all of them in 8. Like 8. Let's write this down here. I read somewhere on a like Japanese tutorial. It was like the recommendation A5 font size 8 to 10. Moment. It says font size wa A5 gensun de hako kara 2 ポイントがおすすめです。So end. But if 8 point is too small for you, I feel that 8 point is too large. So I think that means like some make it even smaller. But I think for me, 8 point is fine. Maybe 7. The thing is also that we have to think about if we use the scanlation, like writing it like a scanlation, then I think people to make the text fit afterwards, if there's only a Japanese version, they make the text smaller than the Japanese version. And if the Japanese version is already 8 point, then maybe 7 point is fine. Because scanlation feel. The other option, which I think is just too much work, is, but I've seen it once or twice, is making 2 versions with 2 different bubbling. One horizontal for English and one vertical for Japanese. But I think one thing that's too much work, and second thing is, because the Japanese one uses less space, it makes just the Japanese version better, right? Because then you have more detail in the drawings. And wunderbar, welcome. I'm good. I'm thinking a lot. Parent Dreamer says, I guess the scale depends a lot on the rest of the text bubbles and such, right? Yes. And also the shape. And like which kind of words are used, right? If like I use like some like really scientific explanation, maybe like the whole page will be full of it. But I think you can also like use like maybe it reads more like this, right? I'm not sure where it's like using diagonal or not. Comic meaning of diagonal font in the speech bubble. I wonder what that reads like. So the times the 100, I'm not sure. Dang. Traditionally they handwrite it. Yeah, I would never handwrite it, it's too much work. Blambot, let's see, Blambot. Yeah, but never you lose like a paid one. I'm like making like a doujinjin, like a where I make a lot of money from. Crazy. 7 of this. I don't know why, but in French the font is called a police. That blue looks very nice for the background. It's very soft and clear contrast to the rest of the images. Oh, that's just because I'm selecting it. Wait, why is it blue now? What did I do? I'm not sure why it was blue, but it doesn't matter. I never thought about coloring speech bubbles. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Does someone know here what it means if I make something like this? Like, what does italic mean in comics? Italic meaning. Maybe poly. Yeah, but like I thought like I can like use like find like a new font that kind of has like a bit more like handwritten-y feel than the ones that I am used to using it the standard one, right? Like this one just looks like a greeting card of marriage. Okay. Oli? Right, that's good. I don't like the P here. Do the P. When we need. Yeah, I think that's better than the one below it, right? Or like this one more or this one? Yeah, that's a really good one, I think. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's go to this website. Kind of have too many open texts, open tabs. Fonts, dialog fonts. Sort by low price. Crime Fighter, digital strip. Oh, really? Oh, this one is called Manly Man. That's maybe nice. Right. Milk mustache. Not not sure why some are called anime A's. Like, what makes the font anime? Alter Ego looks cool. There's so many. Artists Alley. Oh, now they are already like paid. Okay, maybe there are not that many. What does basic desktop mean? 1 to 5 seats? Yeah, I don't want to pay for it. It's just like an indie comic. I could like say non-profit indie comic use, but maybe I have a problem if I like sell it then? Yeah, maybe it's good to not use those then. Any other use? Web font embedding requires a license fee. Oh, I see. But what does non-profit use in print mean? An independent small press comic creator. You use promote indie typefaces free of charge in print or flatten into web graphics for your comic book project. Even if you're making money with your project. Even if you use the fonts printed on merchandise to support of your comic. This is Blamboard's way of supporting the independent comic community. If your comic book project is being published by a mainstream publisher, like Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Image Comics, blah blah blah, then a commercial license is required. Note, this free usage clause does not apply to any other indie use or industry other than comic book creation. Nice. So it works, but it's still a bit scary. It's basically not a problem. Nice. But is it worth it to test this?
It's Rowan the Fox just followed.
What happened last time? Missed a few streams. So last time I think we drew a few different things. We continued this commission here, ta-da. And I continued this, I think like in the second stream before now. Where like kind of like experimented a bit with color. I'm really happy about it though. It looks really, yeah. I think I can like spend just a tiny time with colors. And because like I think like I naturally have an affinity to colors, it always adds a lot. So this was also like a thought when I like start the comic. Should I make it like traditional comic in black and white, or should I make it colored? But for me that's not even a question, right? Like colors add so much. Also, I think if I think about the last 2 comic conventions I went to, I think most of the comics were colored, right? So I'm not sure like if it changed like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, there were probably more black and white ones. But I think there are a lot of colored ones right now. So that's nice. And for me it's like, I should like always play to my strengths, right? Oh. A friend also like showed me what he uses, it's also interesting. Oh right, the VOD got muted last time, right. Maybe I can ask about it. Should I not use it? I just forgot it. There's too much copyrighted music, it's fine though. The YouTube, yeah. And like I think like on YouTube, it is not as like strict about it because like I think like it's like there's not a problem being on like me channeling music on all the like YouTube videos, right? Turnip says, have you thought about creating your own font inspired by your natural writing? Assuming just tools are regular. This exists and I thought about this, but then I think like if I like make one mistake then it's everywhere, right? Also I'll be right back, I'll quickly get some water. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Color is more fun, go for it. People usually go black and white for printing the pages physically and such, I think. Right, but then it's like basically like, I think it's such an effort to make like a comic that you, like the printing, it's expensive, but like, if you put in all the work and did your best, then I think you can just go like all in, all out on it. Und library has the CCBY. Check that 1 second. I have so many pages open right now. This one is library. I hope this is not too boring now, but I think like this makes sense to like one time think about it. CC. Where's the CCBY? Creative Commons. Maybe? And then, do we need serifs? This has no serifs. No serifs? And then... There's so many. Comic. There are really many bad ones too. Yes, we're learning. I love it when you type on your keyboard and your character opens his mouth. Yes. Please pass this and also 6 right now. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ta-da. Today we are researching fonts. In fact, once I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ta-da.
Non-Furry 221 just followed.
Thank you for following. Okay. A friend also showed me some of his ones, so I will also like try them. I would love to like kind of like order them somewhere. Not order them, but like what's it called? Like have like you can install fonts on your system, but kind of like have them like make like layers for them or something. Try this. Send to. Okay. installing fonts. Let's see how this looks. Just make them all bigger. You can just like do this. I think I can do just the quick brown fox or something. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. That's funny because I'm a fox. Okay. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Then we just like copy this extreme many times. Oops, not like this. This is MV Poly. Then we have Studio. Oops. We should like add like a point everywhere. Why is the point here? Okay, doesn't matter. Drink water redeem option. Yes, I should make it some time. I should like make an animation for it, right? Good idea. The next one is 6. Yeah, but I think like this is already like, we don't want this. Then what else do we have? These. Oh, I don't see them sometimes. I think I have to like reload Clip Studio. Let me quickly reload Clip Studio. So that I get the fonts. Maybe in the asset store there's also something? Okay, let's continue here. That's called Bart. Okay. Bart. Dang. That's definitely a statement. I love it, but it's really American. And it's also really thin, right? Really condensed, which is nice because then it takes up less space. Okay, what is the next one that I have? Then we have wild warts. Oh, that looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, but it's also relatively big. But it looks beautiful. Wild warts bold. Really big. Like the widest yet that we have. But really atmospheric, kind of. Almost atmospheric, right? Then we have Creep. Creative block. Well, that one's cool too, but it looks a bit childish. So it's not like the right... It's not the right thing for our comic, right? So I think from these ones, the best one is actually this one here. Like the Wild Ward, right? Wild World. The U is a bit weird. But it's easy to read. Very interesting. Then the next thing is I'll try it from like this other website. Let's see. Where they had like this like really nice, brilliant. Oh no, you have for download you like make it like card. Even if it's free. Yeah, you have like to like add like a payment method and stuff, so I think well, let's see what this. The Lacquer plan was worried this was too boring, but he has more Twitch views than usual. Yeah, that's because of the rate by BFG streams. Thank you so much. And also because of everyone is here. But I'm just like researching fonts right now, which is basically really boring. I like this one here. So I will open our comic page. Let's see how this looks. Wild. Okay, I'm back again. I think I like this one actually. It is a bit more flow. So it looks almost a bit tilted. Or the poly one here. I think I just need like... Can I copy this one here? And this one is like poly. Oops. Oh. Could this be... Could this be the budding of a sweaty, passionate romance? I mean, I do like it too. And think it would be like this. I think maybe without the thickness it would be too thick, right? Too thin maybe. I think I actually like the poly one more now than this one here. Because this one almost feels a tiny bit italic, right? And this is maybe too thin. the comic is meant to be read from right to left, but so like it's meant to be like this, and then this, and then here. So like it's right to left, but it's a bit weird because it starts here, right? But yeah, it's right to left. Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes, right? I'm not the best with like page kind of like eye guidance and stuff, so please bear with me. Yes, on a Tuesday. I think also like this one is almost too italic, and this one is not enough italic. So this is too grounded. This one is a nice. Yes, that's what this channel is known for. But yeah, I'm not totally sure. I like that this is really condensed though, right? Like the good thing about this one is that it's like really condensed. Nothing as much. So yeah, I think I do like the first one too. It's like this. Or this. Or this. It's like Oli. Very Latin. Almost too much. And the dots are weird. Why are the dots so weird? Slim possible. And dots weird. Then this one here has two straight. Less energy. And a bit too perfect. And then this one here. Nice. Latin balance. Bit too much character. It's with style. It's not with art style. Because the art style is relatively like this one here, right? This one here. I'm not sure if it fits to the art style. If this fits better to the art style. It's like really tiny things, right? But yes. But I think they are all relatively good. I think if I would rate them, I would rate this one and this one first place right now, and this one second place right now. Just because this one is too straight for me. I'm starting to like this the more I look at it though. Even though like the ooh is like really hard to say. The thing is like if I don't know it yet, I just need to like change like all the text boxes, but it's like not much work. It's like I can do that in a few minutes for the whole comic because I don't have that much text. And Cairo J, welcome. I don't think that I will use this one anywhere, like the last one. Just too quirky. It's too like toy house quirky. And this one is too comic-y. Welcome Haku. The middle and the right one look the best in my opinion. Interesting. Yeah, please all tell me. So you mean that this one here is like not as good? And also why? Because it's hard to read? Probably because it's hard to read, right? What is Haku's Haku tips of it? Can you give me tips? Is this one here? Why is this one bad? Or why is this one bad? The thing is like, I almost feel like because this is like, has so much character. I'm just waking up. Oh, good morning. More clear to read for my eyes. Italic is not used frequently used for regular text. Right, so like basically like this text here looks italic for you even if it's not italic, right? So this one would be italic, but then it's even more, right? So italic, not italic. Italic, not italic. Either one of those three. Reserve italics and bolds with purpose. Right, but then that means, would you all say that this reads as italic, but this doesn't? I think this doesn't read as italic, but it is a bit tilted, right? And this one does read as italic, even if it's not italic. But this one would be without bold, right? Is that maybe easier to read now? What do you all think about those ones? No slant allowed, yes. Do you all think this one is too thin now? Or is it fine? Is it easy to read like this? Right. So interesting. Let's say the middle one. Okay, how can we say the middle one? Yeah, the middle one is just like the standard Clip Studio comic one. It looks very thin because it's surrounded by a lot of thicker fonts. True. This is so difficult. I want to find more fonts. Why does it say it's serif? Is it serif? Like, is this serif? Like, this one is like under the serif one, maybe because this one here, right? Because of the S? It's standard for a reason. Dang. Also, we need to do the same with Japanese characters too. Okay. Serif. How do I find like a comic font? Crossbar eye technology and manga characters. What's a manga character? I want to find the manga character. Haku says, I feel like you should know this stuff, but graphic design major doesn't mingle with comics. Graphic design major. Graphic design. What is graphic design? Is it like designing like the graphic of a protein bar? Driving Dreamer says, again, I think middle and right one look best. Middle is especially clear because the letters aren't as cramped together. I can always like change the cramping though. Like this is like something where I can just change this manually, right? Somewhere. Look like this. Check the spacing. 0.2. I can do this like this, right? Maybe that's a good thing. And vertical ratio a bit down. No, that just makes it look small. Wait, how was it at the start? How can I undo it? Was both 80 before? Not sure how it was at the start. Can I reset this somehow? $2,900. 2,900. This is always 2,900. 29. Yeah, 92. Was it like this before? No, it wasn't. I'm not sure if I'd like destroyed the font now. Maybe I just need like spacing 0.1. 0 is like this. 0.1. Like this. Hmm. I'm just like trying different like fonts. Okay, I think like either this one or this one. And this one seems to have a bit more energy to it. Yeah, slightly different font, right? I'm not sure if I like the U in this window. Like it's maybe a bit too much character. And it's a tiny bit too thick too, but I cannot like make it thinner, I think. I mean, Jima says I like the one with the tail and the U more. Is it? Do you? I think I maybe not. I think it looks kind of like Jurassic Park, but maybe I'm just thinking about that. What else can I do? Can I make like a font thinner somehow? Like just a bit? What else can I do? Condense text. Can I make it thinner? Can I make it maybe? But yeah. I think both are good basically. So I think this or that while towards at here. Okay, I think that's a decision. Nice. So we got that now. So it's like two fonts that I like. I think just like for like the fun of it, we can use the right one. Wild Wars. Yes. Okay. Wild Wars. Also reminds me of Animal Crossing somehow. So you are saying there's no extra context. So we need this in just normal ones. What is the difference between italic and bold? Like both are kind of emphasis, but also something else? Isn't in italics either internal monologue or like sounds? Oh, that's also interesting. But like, it must be written down somewhere, right? Like it's kind of like a language. But yeah, I think like the biggest thing is like the biggest difference. And that's like basically like the day already like I got like one revelation already out of this day, right? It's like that I don't have like upper lowercase split. Like this, right? Like this one looks, I'm also not sure why this is gray. Maybe we don't need this under this, we can just put over it. Yeah, that's better. And then I can just have like still here. And then here Wild Words. Maybe make this thing a bit bigger. This part 8. It's easier readable too. But yeah, now it looks much less like a thing that I made in Paint. In like, yeah, in Paint. No, this looks bad, right? Maybe more like this. And Gary, welcome. Allegedly, Gary says, Plan, good morning, sweet friend. Good morning, Gary. I'm at work, so I can't stay, but I'll be logging. Thanks so much. Nice to have you here. Then, Jima says, not necessarily are italics internal monologue or like sounds. Those are usually converted in round thought bubbles, I believe. Plain text with no images text can be used more for those things, however. I need to read up on that, I think, because like I don't like have a like feeling for that too much. This one here we totally can. I mean, like I already like made it bold here, right? Bold and italic, but you can either do it like this. think that's fun. Then Haku says, I just looked up comic typography rules and I saw that it doesn't adhere to rules, but it does have traditions. Right, but it's always like that, right? It's kind of like a language. You can just make up new words, but people still have to understand it, right? And then there's like a lot of like traditions in comics with like panels that are meant to show passage of time, which I totally did not know. So I never read it that way. I just thought like, oh, there are weird boxes that don't have any sense. Yeah, at least it's not Comic Sans, okay. And for this one here, I also like tried some... What is it? Yeah, Sashisa Antique. We like this? It's a bit soft. But maybe it's too soft. Sashisa Antique. What else is there? I would love to like sort my fonts. Oh, 1 second. Also, some people say I'm overthinking stuff, but I would say I'm just making important decisions in the details. Sure. Okay. So we had like Yasashisa, which means softness, niceness, gentleness. Maybe I would call it gentleness. What is that? What have I called them? And some just don't show up somehow. Maybe this one? Oh, this one is cool. But it's not the style, right? It's not the style. Maybe for like a chibi panel or something. What else is the... Popkaku? Right, that was the one from before. I want one that's kind of like more bold, manly. And I also like this is like just a placeholder name. Iwata Antique. Yeah, but this is also too dainty. Too neat. Shin Comic. Maybe just Shin Comic. And thick. Italic. No. Prima. No. Doesn't work. So Shin Comic. Do we have something else? It's antique. I mean, maybe it's fun if it's like a round one. Also, I'm not sure how I should name him. Shin. So we have this one here. about this one here? This one looks too thin, right? This one is thicker. This one is better. And it's the one that's called Yasashisa Antique. I guess it's fine. Okay. I'm not sure about this thing here. Like, this should almost be bold too. But it's just like not an important detail. Maybe it should be smaller. Yeah, it should be smaller. This should be smaller and the text should be bigger. Like his name. Like this. The color different? Maybe it's different. True. You're totally seeing it. Maybe I just color picked it. I think the one of the occupation mix is a bit better to read though, right? Where can I choose the text color? This would be easy if I would know how to like change the text color easily. How can I change it? I don't get it. How can I get it in the same color of this? Like I cannot color pick it. Color picking is a different tool. Does someone know that? Oh. I guess I can just do this. I think I have to change them manually. Like I cannot like now. Yeah, I cannot like, how do I color pick this? I don't get it. Clip Studio. Change color of text to other text color. Comic typography rules. Yeah, for me, like I never used it, knew it. It's something that's kind of subconscious, right? It's the convenient way to change the color of the text. Okay. This is just annoying. Perfect. No. This work? Doesn't show anything. I have no idea how to do that. Clip Studio. Set text to same color as other text. Why is this so difficult? Okay, once again. Select color somewhere. Now I can color back. Just took a long time. And now it should be the same. Okay. Good enough. This one is also working. So yeah, I'm getting really hungry now, so I'll cut this short soon. But basically, our solution to that is, for now, we will go with the wild word. For now, wild word. And then we can like look for ASCII heart. Art symbol. And then it doesn't work in all the things, but in some it works, right? So like in this one here, does it work here? It works. Here it works. Oh. It just looks the same everywhere. This one is different. No. Different. Not supported. And just use the same. Yeah, interesting. Not bad, I think. And also like maybe like put this one here, there or something. But first I would want to draw the whole thing. Oh, that was just like testing because like in this font they like wrote like they had like the like kind of like ASCII art heart and note thing. So I wanted to try it. Okay, I'm getting really hungry now, so I'm getting hard concentrating, but I will get some food now. And yeah, please look forward to it. Look, I hope you like the characters and you're impressed and looking forward to the comic. I think it will be really good, even if it will not be the longest comic. I want to have like a certain quality. That's my goal, something. But yeah, I think the like text change did a lot already. It's kind of good. Hello. Yes, great progress. I want to draw more characters too, but next time. Yeah, thanks so much everyone, and I will check who to rate now, and then I will eat at least 2000 calories. No, I'm not sure how much I will eat. Let's see who to rate. I will rate for now, let's see. Who will I raid? Definitely hungry. Okay. I'm starving here. I think for now I'll raid Bruno Bear. Then I see you all, and thank you all so much for being there. And it was great looking at fonts with you all. I think that was the last time that I'm looking at fonts. But it's like interesting observation that we do, right? So yeah, please look forward to my comic and more videos that I will upload and every time stream. Yeah, and welcome Scarf God. I will cut this short now and get some much needed food. See you all. And I'm reading now. Wait. Anyways, bye bye everyone.